This is my post-fight reaction to Osleys Iglesias versus Petro Ivanov. This fight turned out probably exactly the way I thought it did, or was going to. And Ivanov basically he was limited in a couple of departments as far as going backwards, fighting off the back foot. I feel like a lot of guys he's fought hasn't really challenged him going backwards, and in this case, Iglesias gave him a lot of issues when he was coming forward. He couldn't really counterpunch. Tried to go to a high guard. That didn't work. Tried to block a lot of punches with the gloves. And in that case, it works, but you're not punching back. And he started catching a lot of shots to the face. And Iglesias, he was doing a good job with the jab and a lot of different things in the fight that starting off patient, smooth, not really trying to rush things, breaking guys down, just, little by little. And it was a tough outing for him. It was a very good performance from Iglesias. I thought he did a lot to show a lot of people that he's willing to go out there and, put his best foot forward as far as these matchups. And with a guy like Ivanov, he was trading with him. He didn't have to really trade as much. He turned it up and got more aggressive, as he usually does. And I don't think the punch that he hit Ivanov with, he was expecting him to get dropped like that. But it definitely caught him and Ivanov off guard because he was just starting to get into his rhythm. And Ivanov was breaking down, but in my eyes, it didn't seem like he was breaking down to the point where uh he was gonna get dropped in that kind of way. But Iglesias went in there, fourth, fifth round, started to break him down, hit him with that left hand, sent him across the ring. And the crazy part is Iglesias punched Ivanov like where he's standing and knocked him all the way to the ropes. And I've seen him, like I said, the power he has. He launches guys across the ring over and over. It happens lots of times. The guy's very strong. Um, he's he's basically a complete fighter from what I've seen. The way he's able to put things together and not really just sit back and let these guys kind of tee off and pressure him. He's able to hold his own and able to respond and counterpunch. And Ivanov, he just lacked the experience. Has a lot of knockouts, but hasn't really knocked out a guy like this, and also hasn't been in the ring with too many guys that's able to pressure him or make him fight. They don't take the fight to him. He's kind of in one-sided battles. Not saying the guys aren't good. It's just that their mentality isn't just, just go in. They're not trying to go to war. It takes certain kind of fighters to go to war at all times, even when you're down in the scorecards or you're getting overwhelmed in the fight. And with Iglesias, he was able to just break him down easily in this fight. And he's showing that he's at a high level at 168. That division is starting to become a different thing now, but I think Iglesias is showing now that he can separate himself and be able to display his power as well as his boxing ability. A lot of people are starting to see that now, that he's able to mix it up and he's not just a one-trick pony. And I think he's done a lot of things over the years to kind of prepare himself for this point right now. I know he doesn't have a lot of pro fights, but his amateur background is preparing him for this moment right now. And I know a lot of people say he hasn't fought people in his competition, but it's going to get there. 168 is not a division where we have a lot of guys fighting top competition. I think the guys who were doing that was like Benavidez mostly, and he's not in the division no more. So, well, he still is, depending on who wants to fight. But a lot of guys in the division now, they're not even calling them out or wanted to fight him. So recently, so it's not like he's missing out on anything right now. So Iglesias, he's in a good spot. You can fill in the spot where Benavidez was at, and along with a couple of other guys at 168. 168 is a hot division. It's probably one of the hottest divisions still. It would have been a lot hotter if they still had the same fighters they had from last year, but with things changing and matchups being made and certain guys not fighting people, it opens the doors for guys like Iglesias, and that was a great performance by him. He did everything he needed to. I think he was sharp in the fight. Could have been a lot more sharper, but at the same time, he did it what he needed to. He did it the way he wanted to, and it was an easy job for him. He didn't really have too much of a struggle. But that was a good performance. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.